All right, we're just going for it. We don't even care. We don't even care. We don't care. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Hi, how's it going? My name is Nate. If you haven't heard of me before, welcome. This video is going to be about my class experience with the class I took on monthly with Ryan Tedder. It was a really cool experience. I really do enjoy it. For anyone looking to get into songwriting or into producing, this was really cool. Gave me a lot of new tools that I never thought I was going to learn. A lot of cool equipment, a lot of cool knowledge, things that, I necessarily wouldn't have found anywhere else except for someone doing it. So that's what I liked about it the most. One thing that I did find a little challenging is that if you never touched it before, I can totally understand how it'd be really hard to pick up on some stuff, especially when it's like every week is a song made, when you're used to making a song in a month or making a song in a year. It's a lot to catch up to, especially if you have a job. I understand why it's like do it at your own pace, but it's kind of not a do it at your own pace because you kind of want to keep up with everybody in your class. You want to see what everyone's doing. You want to make sure that as everyone else is growing, you're growing at the same pace. So having a job and the whole quarantine thing, that gave a lot of people time to turn in assignments, but also having a job, it was kind of hard to balance, go to work, come home and work on this, because let me not lie, you get all the skills you'll ever need from this class to make some fire songs. Of course you can get other skills, of course you can learn other things, but if you want to just get started, and you want to get started where you're not doing some fuddy-duddy stuff, but you're getting better. There's a lot of people who took this class with me. If you took this class with me, let me know. But there's a lot of people that took this class with me that I physically saw them get better. Now, the thing is, towards the end, it kind of dropped off. And I only dropped off because work and life got busy. I was already trying to put out music, and this class was a very sporadic decision for me, but it was the best decision I've made this year so far. I know it's only February, but it was a good decision. And I learned so many new techniques, so many new things. The thing I did like about it the most is no shade, no tea. No shade, no tea. But once you got the idea of Ryan Tedder might not comment on my stuff, or I'm not doing this, to get looked at or get discovered on here, and I'm really in it to learn and to cooperate with my classmates and see what they're up to and check out their projects. That's where the real magic happens. Like, no shade to Ryan Tedder. I would love for him, if you could still probably look at my songs, that'd be great. I would love your advice. But seeing how other people are growing, seeing what other people are looking at, listening to everybody's ideas, trying new things, or trying genres you necessarily wouldn't have tried. Like, all of these thoughts, I have a separate video that's going to be coming out. Check my YouTube channel for it. Where I did record myself making all of these songs. And so all of these ideas really did come off the spot, and to see all these other people come up with a concept or an idea or a loop and really put it into physical form where they were able to show off everything they were doing, show off what they're thinking, just their mind. Like, I think we forget how creative we can be, especially when it's like something you love or something you necessarily are new at, you don't know how to do, and someone guides you, just gives you a little push. Like, Ryan didn't give us any of these ideas, and there's like 30, 40 people in my peer group. Everybody had different ideas, everybody had different songs, everybody developed at different times. Some people took all the way to the end of the class to develop all of their stuff. And so that's why I was late on turning in the final projects. But that was part of the beauty, is I could turn it all in at the same time. Not gonna lie, I turned it all in on the last day. I said, ooh, let me get all of this in real quick, because I don't know. But I finished the class. And see, that's the only thing you need. If you're going to take this class, be persistent. Buy the gear when you can, because he has some software on there. Let me tell you, that software slap. But buy it when you can and when you need it, because I didn't buy anything for the first song. The second song, I bought the software I needed halfway through because I wanted that sound, and I was listening to what he was doing in the classes, and I wanted that sound. That's when I bought the software. So buying the software in the beginning, great. I think you should do it, but I see the most benefit when you watch the class and you see what he's using. Like, I didn't buy Splice, a program he tells you to buy in the class, until the end of the class. Until I started running out of ideas and I needed loops to start creating songs. But I bought all the other software when I needed it in the classes I saw him doing it. And I think that's the best benefit in the classes, that you see him use it and you see what you need to buy the equipment for. I didn't have a MIDI board then, bought a MIDI board now. I'm used to just using my piano, and I MIDI my piano in, but I bought an actual MIDI board because I saw the use in having different instruments all over the room. I saw the use in having different mics or this, that, and the third. So that's what I really did enjoy about the class, is watching him do his process and seeing what do I want to do versus what do I think is cool to buy, but I don't necessarily need to get the style I want. It was a good contrast of seeing, oh, this is what he's using it for. That might not be what I need right now. I can always come back to it because you got the class forever. But I do need this right now. And being able to, oh, he said the name of it. We watched him use the plugin. We watched how he controlled the plugins. We watched how he recorded vocals. We watched how he can move them forward, backwards. That's not necessarily something I did either. The whole vocal recording. Look, I'm the type that would have redone this entire vocal 72 times until it was on the right part. Hey, I kind of knew in my brain we can move it forward, but it wasn't until I saw somebody move it forward and I was like, let me stop playing with my time and just move it forward or move it back. Like, duh. So it's things like that. I like the pacing. I wish the pacing was a little bit slower. Just a little bit, give me a little more time. But honestly, the pacing was fine. I think the pacing's great if you have nothing to do for that month. Like, nothing where it's like you can come home and you can just work on it. Like, work on it even if you have a job. If your life is a little busy, this could be a struggle. Especially if you have no internet. Because my internet broke down on the second week. So I missed the whole second week of it. But best thing is about the classes, you grow as an artist. Like, watching someone else produce their art, it's cool. You get the technical know-how. You get the, oh, this is best practices, best software, best this, best that. But you also get to see how his ideas flow. And you can kind of feel like you're not alone because you're seeing how his ideas flow, if that makes sense. Like, I always mumbled. I always mumbled the melody. I always knew the melody before I knew the chords, before I knew the words, before I knew anything. It'd be ba da 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 da, and that would be the melody for me. But I wouldn't know what chords those are. I wouldn't know how it's gonna arrange. I don't even know what the song's about. And so watching him like play a loop and just sing to it, that was encouraging to me because I got to see someone do something I already envisioned myself doing it. And if he's at the top of his game doing all of this, and he's doing the same exact thing I'm doing, it feels less hopeless. Like, this is a pipe dream. It's like, okay, like, I can do this. I can keep it going forever. I also enjoyed hearing his ideas and being able to contrast, like, oh, I had my own song, I would do this. Just like how he explains in the class to take a loop of your favorite song and rewrite a song over it. During the whole entire course, there's like, I was like listening to his songs and going, that's cool for you, but for me, I do this. I put this here and I go around this way and I use this and do this. And so I'm getting more ideas from watching him create ideas. And I think that's valuable because he's showing you how to put all the parts and pieces together. Now you just put what's in your brain onto the screen or onto the paper, or onto the program. And that right there is something I think without watching someone else create, it would be very hard to learn or grasp and even understand, because you're always looking at someone like, how'd you make these great songs and how do you come up with these new ideas? But he's coming up with a new idea and you're mirroring his new idea to create your own idea. And that's the best part of the class. Overall, I think this class is great. I think if anyone's starting out in music, if anyone wants to get their songwriting and production skills up, definitely a really great resource that anyone should take. I have nothing else to say, but I really enjoyed it, and I really hope there's a part 2. I hope we can get a little more into like nitty gritty production. I really hope we can get really into collaborating with more artists, or how putting more instruments in, or exploring sounds, exploring how to make certain songs. So I enjoyed myself, and I'm glad I took the class, and I definitely think it was worth all the money. So anyone who's like, it's a little expensive, this investment here, if you sell one song you made from the class, potentially you can make 100 times that amount that you paid for the class. So I think it's invaluable. But that's just me. Let me know what your class was like, and if you follow me, stay tuned. You'll be able to see my entire process and all the rest. All right. Thank you for listening to me. Again, my name is Nate. If you'd like to follow me on my socials, go for it. Thanks, Ryan. I really enjoyed the class, and you're a great teacher. And hopefully you're doing well, and I can't wait to hear your new music. And goodbye.